Alrighty, hello everyone, Alexman here, and welcome to another stream, another live play. And we've got probably one of the most decisive Sonic games ever. This is Sonic Adventure 2 for the GameCube, which is probably this game is probably the most, not one of the most ported games ever. Has this This game has been on on Xbox, PlayStation, Steam, everywhere. It's been ported to death. But it's still a fun adventure overall, though, to be honest, in my honest opinion. And Ray Pirate, how are you record? Am I recording this on the Wii? I actually have a sort of a converter box which converts Wii component cables to HDMI, so I'm able to get it to my capture card and get it actually to my PC. It's a very tedious setup, but it works. But we're going to go into Sonic Adventure, go into our slot here. I'm going to go to a new file. That's my test playthrough, or my normal file I'm working on right now. So I'm going to turn that down. Let's probably catch up on the mic there. There we go. And we're going to do a new file right there. But this is only going to be story. This is going to be a story-only playthrough. There's not too much else we're going to show off here. But let's see. But we've got, in this game though, we've got two stories to handle. And we're going to handle Hero first, then we'll do Dark in second. So with that said, let's get into the Hero side and see what this Hero side story is all about. This game was released on the 10th anniversary originally of Sonic the Hedgehog series.
Sigma Alpha 2
and there is some pretty blatant problems with the game. We'll probably get to them as we go along. But the first one you'll probably notice at the start of the game is sound mixing. The game has horrible sound mixing. Because apparently, from what I hear, this game the script was written in English, and then it was translated to Japanese, and then that Japanese edit was translated back to English, and this is what we got. So sometimes characters may actually cut each other off from time to time. But yeah, Sonic got incarcerated somehow for some reason, and broke a wing off of the helicopter, and he's gonna go to snowboarding down San Francisco zone. Alright, here we go. First act. Stage 1, City Escape. Escape from the military pursuit. Let's go. Let's start this game with gusto. What a nice set piece. Oh, I kind of messed up the jump. Curses! As for my history with the Sonic series, I initially, when I was younger, actually did have a Genesis. And I did have Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Never completed it. I could never get past the final stage. But and this is literally my only. And then I left the Sonic series until Sonic Adventure 2 Battle came onto the GameCube, which I initially got. I think I actually got this used. But I'm glad I have it out. Ow! First you gun robots. But then I think my only other game I have of Sonic is actually the Sonic Advance 2 and 3 on the GBA. So, so I haven't had very much history with Sonic, but this is the only real game I've actually beaten with Sonic with the Sonic series. Probably, I think I've read the colors too, but but this game though is decisive for many different reasons. It has brought forms down to basically to a war zone and saying what is technically the better Sonic game, Sonic 1 or Sonic Adventure 1 or 2. And I say they're both good in their own right, but this game is still I think the better. I guess they can all be the same in terms of cohesion and design, but I think this one has the better aesthetic though, in my honest opinion. I have tested Sonic Adventure 1, but I've never owned it or beaten it. I think I've tried like a test demo somehow. But otherwise though. And I'm wanting to do this playthrough for a while now. Has messed up the jump. Come on, get out of the way. There we go. Swing that around. There we go. I've been, like I was trying to say before, I've been wanting to do this playthrough for a while. On my YouTube channel, for those not watching on Twitch, I was doing a series of videos called Sonic World, which was playing, it was a fan game of sorts, where you could play with any of the Sonic characters and play with their, and play within an Adventure 2 style field control. And those are like my most popular videos right now, so still to this day. So I figure, like, you know what, it's best to now finally get to actual real Sonic game for once. So this is and I would say this is the best one to try it. This is the the GameCube version of it. So the textures are not as crisp as it would be on the HD version, but this is a Dreamcast game being trying to put into HD is just gonna get rezzed up, and it's just not gonna look the best despite what you do. And I'm hoping that it looks good on the stream tonight. But that's the first mission cleared, and I think I got a B out of that. No, I got an A. Woo! Sweet.
That was cool.
What this game introduced was a ranking system. You do get. There are different ranks, A to E. Depending how well you did is what you get your rank on. Now, if you want to get 180 emblems, which this game has, you have to get A rank on every mission. Ugh, that's not... I've seen people do that, and it's annoying. But we got our first boss. This is F16 Bigfoot. So it's not Eggman that we're fighting first, it's gun robots, which is the equivalent of the United States military. Try this here. Yeah, there we go. It's time to cheese this boss fight to a ridiculous degree. Hoot! Yeah! Let's do this. Come on, gun robot. Let's see what you can do. Booyah! And it looks like we got something here. It's the Cheeseburger Man versus Luigi in the Twitch chat. Like, what? Luigi will win. And we got... What the? It's a darker hedgehog.
It all starts with this. A jewel containing the ultimate...
Whoever you are, I can't hear you. The music is getting too loud. You talk too quietly. The sound mixing, I was saying that earlier. The sound mixing of this game is horrible. Because of this scene. This one scene here shows how clear they didn't really test it very easily. Like, you can probably hear on stream now that it's like, the music is loud, but you can hardly ever hear the characters talk. Whoa. Wow. Well, he has to be fast. If he's not fast as Sonic, then he'd be called Silver the Hedgehog. Anyway, this is Shadow the Hedgehog, his first appearance. He claims to be the ultimate life form, but, you know, we're not sure about that, truly. And, oh. No! Sonic, you got arrested! Well, I guess that's what happens when you did with the Sonic movie, I guess. But this is also where this game really changes, that there is, like, yeah, again, there's 3 playable characters, and each of the story changes depending on which character's going to be playing up next. So, this time we've got Knuckles the Echidna, which is supposed to be the guardian of the Master Emerald on Angel Island, but why is the Emerald piece here? I don't know why. It should be on Angel Island, but I'm assuming Angel Island is floating still or somewhere safe on the ocean without the Emerald. Knuckles has become like the running gag in the Sonic series, where it's like I'm supposed to protect the Master Emerald, but then he just like kind of forgets the Master Emerald even exists half the time. And Knuckles and newcomer here Rouge the Bat have treasure hunting stages. And I would have to say, Rouge has got the worst stages of the game.
From being stolen, you idiot.
And again, Rouge is part of the dark here, the dark side story. So we'll be tackling her abilities later on. But we've got Knuckles to take down first. So yeah, this gameplay, we have to hunt for the 3 Master Emerald pieces that's been shattered across the land.
Yeah, we'll
Get him
see
before
about that,
this
Batgirl.
Batgirl, Rouge the Bat, gets him. So we have stage 2 with Wild Canyon. Find the 3 pieces of the Master Emerald. Let's go! In Knuckles and Rouge's stages of have these open wild areas, and you'll see it first off the bat that you have a radar system. Now, from Sonic Adventure, depending on the color of the emerald you see on the screen there, that means you are either getting really close or not. If it becomes red, that means you really are really close. And hopefully I don't last too long on this. Oh, there it is, right there.
It's closer.
Now, you might be thinking, well, there's 3 of them. There's 3 spots. Yes, there are 3 emeralds pieces to collect, and you might hear that this is a very butchered system from the last game of Sonic Adventure 1. Where Sonic Adventure 1, you were able to see all 3 emerald shards at all times. And the game tries to make you hunt for the one that's active, but all 3 Master Emerald pieces are actually active in the stage already. So you might be able to find one of the emerald pieces that's not actually being tracked by the radar. Hopefully this won't become too bad. There is one stage in this game which I truly love. I think one or 2, and I think they're both on Rouge's side. Where one's under a time limit and the other one is basically the hint system doesn't want to help you. And I am not happy about it. But if you do want to, if you're stuck for any reason, you can hit these hint monitors. You can collect up to 3 hints per emerald shard. So this one says next to 6 pillars. So assuming it's not up here, because we haven't seen it up here, so it must be underground. Like it shows here. So we gotta find 6 pillars, which is around here somewhere. Find it. It's not that way. So, I'm now far away from it. I was in yellow there for a moment. Okay. Where is it? Another hint. A dark place. A dark place. Next around 6 pillars. Now again, the emerald pieces here are randomized. We made a dark place. It's around the 6 pillars in a dark place. Again, this is what I don't like about this game in general, is that they're trying breaking the floating rocks with a glide attack. There it is. Okay, in a dark place. That was not a dark place. The hint system in this game is outright bad. I'll say that right now. It is literally bad. Because the game actively asks you if you already know the level design by heart. Oh, it's right there. Cool. Awesome. Sweet.
I found him.
Yeah. Not bad at all. Let me get B. Nah.
Yeah, I feel good.
Oh, whatever. It's gonna get worse from here, folks. So, now at 1156 Prison Island, nearby airspace. It seems like Tails is out in the mist trying to save Sonic. But again, the music, I can't hear you, Tails. So, let's see what we got here. Tails is very controversial. Originally, from the original development of this game, Tails was initially not going to be playable until they got some fan outcry onto it, and Tails was added at the last minute and so Tails copies Dr. Eggman's playstyle to compensate for it. So Tails doesn't fly around. Tails rides in a mech the entire game. So let's go to here. Now, Tails' first mission is you have to take down Dr. Eggman. Dr. Eggman and Tails have both the same abilities. They can fire and shoot with their cannons. If you get into close range, you can do a melee attack or a front roll attack on them. Tails and Dr. Eggman's gameplay has a different setup. You see down the bottom of the screen there is a little blue bar. That is your health meter. Even if you're out of rings, you can still take a pot shot or two. If that health bar depletes, you will be out of, and you will basically lose life. Sega needs to take the hint. Make Tails playable always.
Go. But the next time we meet,
it is true the most recent Sonic games have not allowed Tails to be playable.
Wow, Tails.
I think his last playable appearance was actually Sonic 06.
Asking that question, don't you know it's dangerous here?
We have a redeemed question for Luigi. Oh, you know, I would not be if I was here. Okay, I'll answer that question. What is it? Let's see. Raid Pirate's asking Luigi, how do you compare to Tails? At least I have more games than Tails. I can say that much. He's true. I think Luigi's got like 5 games, and I think Tails has only got 2. So that's actually pretty good. So if Tails' first mission, this is Prison Lane. Now, this is all about blowing stuff up. There is a combo system in place that the more you lock onto, the more point bonuses you get. You need to learn this pretty easy on if you want an A rank on the stage. That if you at least lock onto, I think at least 10. I think it's either 10 or 12 enemies. You will get like a 2,000 point bonus on top of what you just destroyed. So, by knowing that account, you need to learn that quickly, because if not, because sometimes the point requirement to get the A rank can be completely absurd. So we gotta watch out for these gun robots here. They're gonna be dropping. Now, for those who have played Adventure 1, you may know about these things I'm collecting, these Chaos Drives and Animals. Chaos Drives and Animals are dealing with the Chow Garden, which makes a return from the Adventure 1, which you can grab. Oh, actually, but the Chow Garden is certainly like the first ever type of gotcha game, if you know what I mean by that, which is just, you know, leveling up a particular level of Chow, like Omo Chow here, and put them into races and whatnot. And it's like an entirely separate game when you're trying to level up Chow. And I'll tell you though, I've seen people basically play Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2 just for the Chow Garden, and that's it. It's like, no, you don't play that for that. That's supposed to be a side mode. What, you know. Like I have a Chow that was originally playable, but unfortunately, due between this and my last stream of Super Mario Sunshine, my little memory card technically took a dive, and so I technically lost initially what I had on my initial game files, which is kind of a shame from my end. But again, memory cards don't last forever, I guess. So this isn't I'm now saving this on my new save file, and I was noticing about my memory card being wiped, because for some reason when I was initially playing this for a test run, that it was not saving any Chow data. It was still saving Sonic Adventure 2 game data, but it wasn't saving Chow data for some reason. Because in this game, how raising Chow and playing the game work is that it's technically like 2 different save files. So the child files are different from the in-game files. It's a really weird technical wonkiness to the matter, but for some reason that was my first notice that my memory card was going down, and sadly as it is, there's nothing I can recover from it, which is sad, because that's a lot of stuff lost, especially like my Smash Brothers, the Melee, and that's what I have to get all that back. I think I might be able to get back by switching my other old memory card, which still could technically be active. But you notice that there's something over here. We can't get this yet. We can unlock the door for it by doing like that, but we don't have any way of breaking ML crates, because there are upgrades in this game.
I did it.
And every character there's technically a character upgrade in every stage, but you will initially not be able to grab that upgrade because it's hide behind a upgrade you need later in the story. So if you're playing this for free play and such, you will be getting that. You'll have to come back to these stages and collect the power-ups themselves.
Huh? Amy?
Keep your voice
You're not keeping
down.
your voice down, Amy.
No fear. Amy Rose is here.
Hi, Amy. How's it going?
Well, if
She
you
is
want
play.
it,
Well, technically she's not
fine.
playable in the game, but she is playable in
Are
multiplayer.
you sure you don't need my help? It looks like
And
you
so
could
it's kind of
use
weird
it.
that she's kind of omitted.
Reason I'm in here.
Since she was
because
playable
of
in the
that
last
fake
game.
hedgehog.
But
You
you know, I
mean
can see.
that black hedgehog?
Did you see it?
But if you have noticed this game's storyline, you may notice that this follows a certain anime. Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2 do follow the chronological events of Sonic X. At least I think it was the second season. So, if you've seen that show, then you'll know exactly what this story is going to entail. Vampire, do you ship Son Amy? It's technically a walking joke at the moment. But we have stage 4 though. Metal Harbor, the hardest stage in the game to A rank. This stage is fun, but if you're trying for the A rank, it is a pain in the backside. Because of one spot in the stage. Is that there's a rocket ship that you must get to the very top in order to actually get enough bonus points to get the A rank. I am not good enough to get there. Oh, we got a trail of rings. We can't do anything about it. I'll put you. Okay, sorry, Alma Chow. I was gonna try to see if you could help me, but I guess you don't want to help me. I guess we jump up this way. Go up this way, and we get Sonic's light shoes. Light dash to move at a speed along paths of rings. The action window will appear near the rings. Press the B button to get them, and this will show our first problem with this game, with this controls. Every ability Sonic has is mapped to the B button. Every one of them. You'll be seeing the ugliness of that kind of control setup later on when we have multiple abilities that Sonic can perform with the B button. And it's very painful when you I thought I would hit the light dash, but somehow I did the somersault and basically fall into my death. So like here, go this way up around. Oh. And I would say the controls for this game is really, really good. Like, I have no problem with this control setup with Sonic's weight, movability, and everything. I feel like this is really good. But it's kind of weird that, you know, we're on the GameCube and sequentially other control. Oh, this spot right here. This is where you make or break how to get an A rank. And right there, I have failed to even get to that next point, to the top of the rocket ship. So I'm just going to take my loss like that. Go up this way. You see those trail rings and that little lever on the left there? If you're able to get to that one within the time limit, you are almost guaranteed A rank by doing so. Now we flow through here. The level didn't load out there, so we can grab any of these. Come on, what? Oh, you can actually go back uphill? I didn't think you could go back uphill like that. That's kind of interesting. Okay, well at least I grabbed one thing and I know about something different about it. Okay, whatever. You jump right here and game there.
Yes!
The Ray Pirates, do you remember sending letters to friends on the Wii? I don't think I actually had any Wii friends. So I've actually never actually used the Wii message board, actually.
Huh. No problem.
Oh, D. Oh, curses. Oh well, that's the stage that technically is the hardest A rank in the game.